Hi, I'm Danny Queen, and welcome to another edition of Color Me Poetry. And we have a most beautiful guest here, Miss Rabia Rayford, and her book, very colorful book, is simply entitled "Yes, We're Colorful: Celebration." Tell us about your book, and how did you come up with a title like that? Beautiful.
Well, I think it's very important as a writer that I always try to accentuate the positive for our people. So yes, we're colorful because we are a colorful people, and I feel that we should celebrate life as much as possible.
And the book is certainly very colorful. The bright yellow. I mean, I walk into Pyramid Bookstore. Yes. First thing I see is your book, and I mean, the color is beautiful because it shoots right at you.
That's the effect I wanted.
And you have pictures also in the book. How'd you get started writing, and how'd you come up with the book?
Well, I've been writing since I was 8 years old. And I was living in California, and I started reading poetry for the first time. I'd never read my poetry in public until about 4 years ago. And the response was tremendous. People would come up to me on the streets and ask for copies of this poem or that poem. If I would Xerox it, they'd give me $5 for a copy of a poem. So I decided to create a book. And I was doing something called the African Marketplace. And people said that, you should have a book, you should have a book. So I said that by the next African Marketplace, I would have a book. Now, this meant in a month. Everybody said you cannot get a book together in a month, but I did. It meant I didn't sleep for a month, but I pulled the book together in a month. It took me a month exactly.
That's most beautiful how you've done that. You got $5 for a poem. When I was writing, especially as a child, I got maybe 50 cents for something like that. But I certainly didn't get $5.
I should say here, though, that I didn't do that alone. My children, my daughter Sahir Brewington and my son Naeem Brewington, were a great and valuable help to me as they are now. They work with me all the time. And
quite an inspiration.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
I know that the many times that I've seen you perform all over the city, everywhere, that you've always had them with you.
Always.
So I guess the talk format is kind of clipping your wings a little bit, I understand.
Yeah, it feels kind of strange not having them with me. Yeah, but we're going to bring them on later.
Yeah,
right?
They'll be with us later.
Yeah.
And it's most beautiful. You have a piece that you want to share with us. We wish you would share with us now.
Yeah, I'll start with the piece that actually kind of started me back writing again, because I went through a drought of about 4 or 5 years. And this piece is called You. It's my angry black woman poem. And I wrote it because a friend of mine, we were in a singing group together. It's a white woman. And we were in a singing group. And she would always imitate different black singers like Nina Simone or Billie Holiday or Anita Baker and think that she would sound like them, which she never did. But so this particular time I was singing, and then she came on after me and she said, "I love to sing after you because then I can imitate you." I went off.
Why does she want to imitate you?
Because, hey, it comes through in the poem.
Another story.
So I went off and I just talked to her about our whole history and everything. And she said, "Well, I'm sorry. Somebody should write about it." So I did. I wrote this poem and it's called You. You mock our gorgeous colors, our kente cloth and hot mama reds. You make fun of our fashions, call us flashy, and put down our color combinations as loud, not proud. You make fun of our scarves and call us Aunt Jemima and handkerchief head. And then the new designs come out and you wearing them, you. You mimic our dances and our movements, just jigaboo or jungle jumps, you say. You make fun of our tapping and smile, and it's not really an art form anyway. They can only do it naturally, you criticize. It's not a discipline like modern or ballet. And then the new choreography comes out, and there you are. You belittle our accomplishments in music. There's not been any serious study done, you scoff. I can't even understand what they're saying. You insist our rhythms and melodies turn you off. You won't play us on your radio stations. That stuff is not for our listeners, you say. And then the new music comes out, and here you come trying to sing it. It goes like that.
That's most beautiful. You. And that's very important that you say that, because, when you think about the accomplishments of black artists, not only literary artists, but in the field of music, we haven't really controlled music, our own music per se.
Well,
Betsy Smith and all down through history.
What's happening is that we have a particular approach to music that's completely different from everybody else's approach. And so just like when my friend was trying to imitate me, she could never sound like me. She could never sound like Billie Holiday. She could never sound like Anita Baker. But the attempt is there. So what happens is we just lose a lot of the quality of the music. And there's another piece called Wouldn't It Be a Shame that kind of, actually it's a trilogy in the book called Classics, Wouldn't It Be a Shame, and You, that all deal with that subject.
Wow, that's most beautiful. Are you going to share another one with us? Please do, if you will.
Yeah, since we're on that subject, I'll do a little bit of Wouldn't It Be a Shame.
Okay.
And it goes, wouldn't it be a shame if black music died, if all that survived was rock? Thousands of years and tons of sand, the only jams left be ice, ice, baby, after years of excavations to discover our past. They find no soul music, only watered down jazz, no rhythm and blues, no reggae or soca, 'cause down black musicians all had to cross over. Picture an archaeologist not knowing what jazz or blues, rhythm and blues, reggae, soca, gospel, or calypso was. No congas, no steel drums, no shaker-day or cowbells, just wang, 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 and speaker feedback. Wouldn't it be a shame? Wouldn't it be a shame if the only dance that survived was ballet? No more funky chicken, no tapping, no bebop jazz, no jitterbug, no breaking, no problem, holla, doom, skank, no get on down, bump, shake your booty, no doom, doom, bar, or funga, no get out on the floor and sweat, no samba, rumba, freak, watusi, just up on the toes, on the tippy, tippy toes, and leaping like a swan, like a white, white swan. Wouldn't it really be a shame? Wouldn't it be a shame if only classical music survived? Oh, arias, Gloria, but no, R-E-S-P-C-T. What if wailing and moaning, shouting and screaming was forgotten as an art form? No, please, baby, baby, no, out with your bad stuff. No, come on now, no, woo, no, yes, no, boom, like a, boom, like a, no. No, sock it to me, 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 sock it to me. Oh yeah, no runs, starting at bass and erupting in soprano, pumping up at a hum and ending in a shout. Any of y'all know what I'm talking about? Wouldn't them archaeologists really miss out if all that was left was la 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 and yeah yeah yeah? Wouldn't that be a real shame?
It would be a shame.
That would be a shame.